Have you ever looked at a massive oak tree and wondered how it grew so strong? It didn't happen overnight. It grew by absorbing the sunlight of thousands of individual days. But what if the tree decided to skip a day of photosynthesis? What if it said, "I'll grow tomorrow"? Failure is rarely a landslide. It is a slow leak. Tomorrow is a ghost. It has no hands to build your dreams. This is the story of Maya, a girl who learned that the life we build is forged in the ordinary, silent choices of today. Maya was remarkably gifted. She had a sharp mind for design and folders filled with brilliant ideas, but Maya had a silent partner named Later. Whenever she sat down to work, a voice would whisper, "You're tired. Scroll for just an hour. Start fresh on Monday." Months bled into years. Maya watched from the sidelines as her peers launched businesses and mastered talents. Seeking clarity, she visited a remote mountain village to meet an old Master Blacksmith named Kenji. She found Kenji in his smoky forge. "Master Kenji," Maya said, "I have so much talent, but I am standing still. How do I find the massive burst of strength I need to finally change?" Kenji stopped his hammer. "You are looking for a lightning bolt, Maya," he smiled. "But life is shaped by daily choices. Let me tell you a story about my first apprentice, Jiro. Jiro was a prodigy. Many years ago, the emperor gave all blacksmiths exactly 30 days to forge a masterpiece gate. Jiro was ecstatic, boasting that his skill would easily win the grand prize. On the first day, the weather was beautiful. Jiro thought, 30 days is a lifetime. A lesser craftsman needs to work every day, but I can do this in 5. I will enjoy the sunshine today." On the 10th day, Jiro returned. He heated a massive bar of iron until it glowed a brilliant, vibrant orange. It was the absolute prime moment to shape the metal, but just as he raised his hammer, his friends called him to join them for a feast. Jiro thought, "If I leave it in the coals, it will stay hot. A few hours won't hurt." But hours turned into the night. The fire died down. The iron slowly cooled, losing its orange glow, turning a dull, stubborn gray. When Jiro returned the next morning, the metal was cold and hard. He tried to strike it, but his hammer bounced off the rigid steel, sending painful vibrations up his arms. "I'll reheat it tomorrow," Jiro grumbled, but he repeated the pattern. Every time iron is cooled without being worked, it becomes brittle and full of impurities. On the 29th day, panic struck Jiro. He frantically hammered through the night, but the iron had been neglected too long. It warped and splintered. When the emperor arrived, Jiro had nothing but a twisted piece of junk. Kenji looked at Maya. "Your mind, your talents, and your days are like that heated iron. When you say, 'I'll do it later,' the iron cools. It becomes harder to start tomorrow than it was today." Maya caught the earliest train back to the city. She didn't wait for Monday. She opened her laptop on the train and began drafting her portfolio. She picked up her guitar that night. She stopped waiting. 1 year later, Maya launched her own design studio. She was no longer the girl who talked about what she would do. She was the woman who was doing it. Every morning you wake up. Your forge is lit. You are handed a hot, malleable piece of time. Remember the law of the forge. Neglected iron turns to stone. What project have you left to cool? Don't let the fire go out. Pick up your hammer. Strike the iron today. If this story touched your heart and opened your eyes, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Like this video if it motivated you, and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing stories like this.